If you're ready to start your business and you've got a direction in mind, but you're just not sure what to do next or you're feeling a bit overwhelmed, this video is for you. Hi, I'm Nicole, and for over a decade, I've been helping women turn fuzzy ideas into businesses that actually work for their lifestyle. So in today's video, we're going to help you take that big direction and convert it into doable steps that you can take this week to get you closer to that first 10 customers. So let's get into it. Now, traditionally speaking, when you start a business, there's a whole bunch of advice of things that people say you should do. Market research, go out and validate with customers. You should be checking out your competitors. You should be running surveys or running interviews. You need to set up your business structure and you need to set up insurance and lawyers and accountants. The reality is, for most people, it's not the right first step. Don't get me wrong, all of that stuff is very important. But if you're at square one, you don't even know what your product's going to look like. So here in the channel, I like to follow a different approach. Your business isn't real until you've got 10 customers. Everything that you're doing up to the first 10 customers is just pure trial and error. You have to be prepared to throw it in the bin. You have to be prepared to walk away. You have to be prepared that it's probably not going to work. But the thing is that once you hit those 10 customers, and when I say 10 customers, I mean 10 people have given you money, you're onto something. And it's only at that point that you start to really tighten up your focus and really get the business built off the back of that offer that has already been successfully validated with 10 customers. So in today's video, I'm not going to talk to you about UX design or market research or product feature sets. I'm going to talk to you about how to reduce your vision down into something that's going to get you those first 10 customers. In my professional career, I've been fortunate enough to work in or on hundreds of early stage businesses. And usually at the point where they're just starting out, founders can almost be split into two perfect groups. In the first group, they have a really big, detailed vision. So I see this really commonly with tech startups where the founder will come in with a list of features. They know they want to build a software product. It's going to have all these details. And so they know what they need to do, but it's so overwhelming for them because it's so big. And then on the other side, we have the founders who have a very broad direction and they know it's something that they're passionate about and something that they want to do, but they're not necessarily sure how to articulate that into a product or an offering that they can give to customers. So in this example, it's really common to see in passion startups. So more of the creative types, things that people are monetizing their hobby or taking something that they really love and that brings them joy and that they then want to turn into a business to support their life moving forward. To help explain this a little bit better, I want to run through an example. One of the really common ones I hear is ideas within the event space. People love events and anyone who's ever planned an event knows it's a hassle. What will happen is a founder will come to me and they'll say, Nicole, I'm doing an event planning business. I'm going to have a scheduling tool, a marketplace, special guides and how-tos to help the brides plan. I'm going to have an AI assistant that's going to help everyone coordinate things so that we can cut down on all the hassle that people go through when they're trying to plan weddings. Now, that is a huge amount of features. And if this founder tried to build out that whole product, even with some of the fast code tools and whatnot these days, we're still talking months, if not a year, to get what they're talking about live and running. And you don't want to put that much time and money into something if it's not guaranteed to work. So then I talk to the founder and I say, okay, so this is a lot of features. Which one is the most important? What is the thing that people would give you money for today to not have to deal with? And in the event space, it's probably the back and forth of emails between, the bride wants this date, the vendor says, maybe this date, and there's just a lot of back and forth. Now, is that a problem that your product can solve? That is a starting point. You could now take this big vision of an entire wedding planning software and break it down to the point of, could I offer 10 brides a service where I get them a list of vendors that are available on their date. So I save them all that back and forth email. Now, obviously that's not going to be a thing that scales. You're going to have to do a lot of legwork. But as a starting point, that is an amazing thing because just trying to execute on that is going to get you a real understanding of what the brides want, and it's going to get you a real understanding of what the vendors are willing to provide. So we'll leave it there for that example. And at the end, I'm going to show you how to convert that idea into an offer that you can put into market today. All right, so in that example, we talked about founders that had too detailed of a vision. So now is the other half of the founders. These are the ones whose vision is not detailed at all. I often see this from joy-led founders, the ones who just want to do something creative, or they want to share their hobby or their passion with the world, and they want to turn it into something that they can build a life around. That is a really great place to start, but now we need to convert that general enjoyment into a real offering that you can give to customers. So for these types of founders, I absolutely love to do brainstorming sessions. Most offerings to customers will start in one of four places. You'd be looking at a product, a service, access, which is where you offer your customers access to something they wouldn't otherwise have access to, or as part of a coaching or knowledge-based business. And for each of those, you can also have something physical and you can have something digital. And so I'd sit down with that founder and would walk through each of these examples and see what we can come up with. So for my example today, I'm going to pick something ridiculous. Let's say my passion is pineapples and I want to start a business around pineapples. How do I convert that from something I like to something people will want to buy? Let's start with products. What physical pineapple products can I sell? That one's really easy. I can sell pineapples, pineapple art and home decorations. I could sell things to help farmers grow pineapples. Then we move on to digital products, pineapple fan clubs, pineapple art as a digital print, selling pineapple photos, a pineapple delivery service. I could target businesses where I bring unique varieties of pineapples to businesses that need them. I could offer food and beverage service. Could I help farmers who are growing pineapples or businesses that want more pineapple related things, digital services, so I can help people structure their pineapple-based culinary adventure. Access. I would need access to something pineapple related that isn't necessarily easy to come by. Maybe I know a pineapple farmer. Maybe I know a pineapple reseller. Then the last one is the knowledge-based businesses. The course about pineapples, coaching people to achieve their pineapple dreams, a community of people who love pineapples. Obviously, this is a bit of a silly example, but if you're passionate enough to start a business about something, when you start to think of all the different angles, you will find something that you can offer to 10 people. And remember, that's your goal. It's just 10 people. We're not starting out with the goal of making $1 million. We're just starting out with the goal of what thing can I offer to 10 people. All right, so at this point now, we have a bit of a direction. You've either narrowed down your big vision to one feature or one service that might make a difference, or you've clarified your passion business into something that you might be able to offer people. So now we need to look at how we actually craft this offer. So for this example, I'm going to use my personal business. Now, my very broad goal is to reach 1,000 business founders and help them get to market with their 10 customers, which is a very, very big goal. So to pull that back to 10 customers, I have to start to think, what can I offer people that is unique to me and is something that I feel like there's something there? My background is actually in product management, for everything from ideation through to delivery. So the one thing that I can offer people that not many people would is a guarantee of those first 10 customers. What would it take for me to be able to guarantee a founder that if you buy my product, you will get 10 customers? The first thing is it has to be completely personalized to them. There is no course on earth. There is no series on YouTube that is going to be unique to you. So it has to be a one-on-one service. I'm going to start there. Now, I don't want to be a service business long term, but I think this is a really good starting place because that way I can get to refine what I'm doing and really start to understand where I'm at in a way that trying to build something that scales just wouldn't let me do. It would have to be a package with weekly check-ins, homework that is completely unique to your situations that's got to be crafted every week, support around things like actually helping you get over the barriers. So if I have a founder who has everything going for them except that they're not technical and the step that they need really does require someone technical, maybe that's the point where I jump in and I do the technical stuff because I can code. That's the sort of thing that I know I can offer because that's my experience. I'm technical, I'm a product manager, I can get this thing done. So really, there we go. In a matter of a few minutes, I have taken this idea of helping 1,000 people start businesses and I've reduced it down to a one-on-one guaranteed service for 10 people. I can put that together today because I'm not trying to build coursework. I'm not trying to build a tech product. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. All I need to do today is essentially write down what the offer is, make sure it's right, because I don't want to be putting rubbish out into the world. But that shouldn't take me more than a day or two because this is something that I know what I'm doing. Let's summarize. We've gone from these really big ideas and we've broken them down. For the events business, they can offer 10 brides a selection of vendors from each of the categories for that date who are available. For the pineapple business, digital art on this pineapple theme. So for me, guaranteed 10 customers and a validated product idea. All of these are businesses that you can put into place today. As you start doing them in the actual acts of creating it and selling it and getting feedback, you will start to see opportunities that you could not possibly have gotten by staying inside your own head. So that's why this is so valuable, because even if these initial ideas don't take, you'll start to understand why, and you'll do it in a way that hasn't cost you a lot of time and a lot of money to get into place. All right, so now that you have an offer in mind, you only need 10 people to say yes to get gold. So in my next videos, I'm going to break down some strategies of how to get that offer in front of customers in hours, not months. If you have your offer idea, please drop it in the comments below. I read every one. And if you found that you've gotten a little bit of value out of this video, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.